Good evening, this is Michael Sussman joining you live from George Washington High School for tonight's Quad A matchup between the Patriots and the visitors, the Parkersburg Big Reds. Joining me in the booth tonight is former assistant coach Louis Cassis. Coach, how we doing?
I'm doing well. It's nice to be back up here with you guys again. And it's always great to join a former student, former player up here. Mike, I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
Absolutely. Got the whole lower deck filled, fans filing in up here as well as the Patriots look to extend the winning streak to 8 games. Last time out, GW knocked off Nitro 70-37 behind 15 points, 8 rebounds from Jackson Clark. What did you like from George Washington the other night?
They played their game really well against Nitro. They came out and, the first half they had great energy. Offensively, the ball moved. It moved so much. Rarely anybody dribbling the ball. It was just great ball movement, find the open guy, and then when that shot went up, they had guys on the glass. And you watch Jackson, that's where he got his first couple buckets, and it really just set the tone for the game. Defensively, what they did really well, Nitro does a great job running their offense, setting a lot of screens. They communicated real well out there, and it definitely gave Nitro a hard time. They're a really good team. I know that score from the other night didn't reflect how they played on the season. You don't get 9 wins by not being a very good team. They played a good schedule, and they'll be around in AAA.
Got to catch up with Coach Rick Green earlier today. We talked about that Nitro victory and took a peek ahead to the Parkersburg Big Reds. 70-37, you knock off Nitro. Let's start with the defensive end of the floor, holding them under 40. What worked for the Patriots?
Well, fortunately, just about everything for us. We're very locked in defensively, and we just did a really nice job. I think our length really bothered them. We're certain lineups we're at a point where we can take it forward. Like Jackson Clark, who's very athletic and very good, and he can go guard a smaller guard, which has the tendency to give, a scorer or a smaller guard a lot of trouble with that length. And then, we were just playing really good team defense. We stepped it up a notch on defending some screens and things like that the kids have been working really hard on, and it showed that night.
Got a MSAC game tonight. Parkersburg coming in 4-8, but they've won 4 out of their last 7. What are you seeing on tape from the Big Reds?
They're physical. They play hard. They got a couple of shooters that you got to be able to get to on the catch. And then Rodriguez, their point guard, he's excellent. He's just a really good guard. He's going to be about as good as any guard we'll go against. And then they have the Stoniker brothers that the bangers are inside. So, they're playing better. I think they're adjusting more to the new coaching staff. So it'll be a very physical, high-fought game, and that's what you expect from Parkersburg. They're not going to back down, and they're going to get after you.
That's state champion head coach Rick Green on tonight's matchup. We'll take our first break. When we come back, more on Parkersburg.
The HD Media Plus app is your ticket to see all the action on the hard court as it happens.
Sam's banks it in! Sam's from 3!
Download it today for free to your smartphone or TV so you won't miss another shot.
Hi, it's Tony Caridi. Our West Virginia military veterans are the last ones to ask for handouts, yet many of them are hungry. I invite you to watch a video that shows an amazing monthly program that helps feed our veterans in Beckley and Clarksburg. Huntington Bank and other partners would like to expand this program to other areas of our state, and we'd love for you to help. Watch the video at wvenriched.com. That's wvenriched.com.
To us, justice is not just a word. It's why we fight. Warner Law Offices. When you need justice.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
It's all gravy when you buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's. Choose from a sausage, gravy, and biscuit, a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or a sausage McMuffin with egg. It's time to BOGO for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, I'm Ben Nickel. I'm from Charleston, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you'll find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that Bobcat pride at your local Par-Mar stores. From food and drinks to gas and more, we have everything you'll need at Par-Mar. Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the rewards cards. We have stores throughout Ohio, and we're coming soon to your neighborhood. We are Bobcat proud, and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
And we're back at GW, 4 minutes until tip-off between the Patriots and the Big Reds. George Washington over in the locker room, and Parkersburg draped in the All-Reds tonight, getting up some shots. They started the season on a tough note on a 5-game skid, but since then, Parkersburg has won 4 of 7 and come into tonight on the heels of an 81-79 victory over Capital, where they kind of had to hang on.
Yeah, they started that game off. It was 18-0. They started out with an 18-0 run, and Capital has a young team over there. They were trying to get into it, and they eventually caught up with them. But it was a good job by Coach Phil Wilson. He made some good moves down the stretch there, and this is his first year as the head guy here at Parkersburg, taking over for Brian Crislip last year, or the past few years. But Parkersburg, they'll give you a lot down here tonight. They'll have some full court pressure. You'll see different kind of presses. They'll do a little 1-2-2, a little 2-1-2. And even they'll just pick you up full court man and try to run and jump you a little bit. So they're going to try to speed them up tonight. The smaller gym up here, I don't know, sometimes it's a benefit, sometimes it's a problem. We'll see how it plays out for them. On the offensive side, they have a really balanced attack. Nate Rodriguez, the point guard there, he's their go man. He makes them all go. He will facilitate the offense and get the ball into the lane, get it kicked out to our shooters. Part of that big start there for Parkersburg Tuesday night was Isaac Daly. He had 5 straight three-pointers to get them started off against Capital. And, he's a great shooter out there, followed up with Quentin Wilson, also another great shooter on the arc.
MSAC opponents tonight, GW, undefeated in the conference. It's conference, sectional, regional, states. How much does that mean? How much does Coach Green talk about that MSAC?
Oh, they keep their eye on that. First, what a better environment. They have lost 1 game in the conference this year to St. Albans up here, but, having that conference tournament, the Night of Champions, that is a huge deal for GW, I know. They try to get into that, and they've won the last 4 of them. But it's so much like the state tournament. You talk about great preparation. You're going into your sectionals. You're playing against some of the top teams in the state. It's a great place. It's a great tune-up. Hopefully you can get down to the Civic Center in March, and it just puts out a great environment. Held down at the South Charleston Rec Center. That place is always packed down there. It's up to park, and they do a great job down there.
A minute until tip-off. We're going to step away one more time. When we come back, George Washington versus Parkersburg.
Ball Automotive Group is here for all your automotive needs. We have 3 locations with over 300 new vehicles available and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles in stock. Ball Automotive has been an integral part of our community, which we have proudly served for over 20 years. With over 1,300 online reviews, you'll see why our customers keep coming back. To see what Advantage Toyota of Barbersville, Ball Toyota of Charleston, and L&S Toyota of Beckley have to offer, visit us online at ballautomotivegroup.com.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
If you're hungry late or you're on a date, Adelphia's a place to be. Awesome wings, fried feta cheese, let's all meet and have a drink. Friendly smiles and TVs for miles, Adelphia's a place for me.
We live stream sports from across the globe. Join us for Sunday Brunch from 10 to 1, Adelphia on Capitol Street.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
It's time for GW versus Parkersburg. For the starting lineups, we go to court level with the famous Coach Crack.
At forward, number 10, Isaac Daly. At forward, number 1, Matthew Stoniker. At forward, number 2, Andrew Stoniker. The Big Reds are coached by Bill Wilson. Now, if you're holding the Patriots of George Washington High School, a 6'1" senior guard, number 3, Chance Hartwell. A 6'2" senior guard, number 10, Christian Goebel. A 6'4" senior forward, number 11, Action Jackson Clark. A 6'6" sophomore forward, number 5, Noah Lewis. A 6'3" senior guard, number 10, Dawson Lunsford. The Patriots are coached by Rick Green, Ronnie Pruitt, Taylor Wood, Todd Hutchinson, and Chad Norris.
And we are back up here in the booth. Parkersburg ready to roll. Going to go left to right, George Washington, right to left, Louis Cassis. What are your early keys for the Patriots tonight?
I think the Patriots got to take care of the ball. You know, you don't want Parkersburg's going to try to get up in you. They're going to try to press a little bit. The Patriots need to take care of the ball. On the other side, I think Parkersburg, they really – I hope they're hitting shots. You know, if they're hitting shots, they're going to hang right in this thing. If shots aren't falling, it could be tough for them. You know, GW, the other thing, Coach Green always loves to win that glass battle. If they're on the glass, it could be a really good night for the Patriots.
Matthew Stoniker in the center circle for Parkersburg, and for George Washington, it's number 5, Noah Lewis. Ball in the air, and the tip's controlled by George Washington. Here's Hartwell, pass down low, tipped underneath to Lewis, and it's taken away. Quick turnover.
Not how you want to start the game if you're the Patriots, but at least their defense set.
Dribble handoff there goes to Daly. They'll work it around the perimeter to Quentin Wilson. Top key Andrew Stoniker. And a steal. They took it right back. Clark with the defensive play. Cross-court pass. Hartwell goes underneath. Lewis one-on-one with Stoniker. And he's grabbed on the floor.
Yeah, Lewis he's really tough to deal with inside there. You know, he gets that ball in the paint. there's a good chance he's going to score or get fouled.
As Lunsford will take it from the official baseline inbound, bounce pass Hartwell, 3-ball in the air, in and out. Tip for the board, it'll go to Parkersburg with a head of steam Daly. He slows, and Andrew Stonecker will slow things down, over and back, careless across the midline.
Yeah, I think the official caught that one. He had not established position in the front court yet, so it is an over and back call.
As Goebel inbounds to Hartwell, looks like we got the little 2-2-1 action here from Parkersburg, as they'll go elbow to Lewis. And a Goebel three's in the air, it's good. First points of the night, Christian Goebel. 6.2 per contest as Rodriguez will whip it over to the wing. And Daly goes back to Rodriguez, 24 points per game for him. Now a touch for Matthew Stonecker. 1:20 gone. Rodriguez working on Clark. Now 3-ball Daly off the side of the rim. And they'll call an over the back there.
There's a good box out there, Dawson Lunsford. He is such a great fundamental player. We talked last game about how well the Patriots box out and hit the offensive glass.
Here's that pressure from Parkersburg. Trying to set up kind of a half-court trap. Now they drop back as Hartwell picks up the dribble, goes to Lewis. Lewis, couple dribbles, jump stop, kicks out. Here's Chance. Back to Lewis, straightaway three. And it's strong. Rebound will stay with George Washington. And they turn it over. Here comes Parkersburg on the break. Daly thought about it. Now sets with Rodriguez. Nate Rodriguez, left-hand dribble drive. Lost control, it's over to George Washington.
Yeah, that's where Parkersburg's real dangerous. They like to leak a guy out and get the ball up the court. And then here on defense, you'll see different types of pressure from them. Right now they're just kind of relaxed 2-2-1. But they will try to run and jump you later on.
Goebel, corner three. Not this time. And it stays with George Washington. Offensive rebound, Clark. Clark to Lewis. Lewis underneath Strong. And the follow-up, airballed. Third offensive rebound. And they bury the three. It's Dawson Lunsford.
There you go. Can't give them that many chances.
Dawson Lunsford, a 44% three-point shooter. Money from the corner. It's 6-0. As Rodriguez crosses over. Now baseline, off the mark. Gets his own board. And Lewis just ripped it out. Stonecker, wild pass. Rodriguez somehow keeps it in. NBA three, off the mark for Daly. And the Patriots at last get control of it. Short corner, now Lewis, spin move, right-hand shot, good. Whistle and a timeout. Parkersburg, they'll take a 30 as we keep it right here. George Washington coming out of the gates hot tonight. A couple of made threes from Goebel and Lunsford. And right there, Noah Lewis underneath. That's what Coach Green probably wants to see.
That's exactly what he wants to see. When those shots are going up, you see at least three guys flying to that glass. And, it really helps out for GW. If Parkersburg's leaking a guy out, that gives there's a free body out there. So right now they're executing pretty well, and see how they go down the stretch here. See if Parkersburg makes any adjustments to it.
You've been behind the scenes. Is rebounding something that's every day with George Washington as far as practice goes?
It is every day. I couldn't tell you at practice that at some point in time you're going to box out. We're going to make sure there's guys going to the glass on the offensive end.
4:41 and going, 8-0 George Washington. Rodriguez, the point guard, trying to drive here on Clark. He'll kick out to Daly, another long three-pointer. He got it this time, and Parkersburg on the board.
Yeah, there's a big screen in there. Number 2, Andrew Stonecker got a good screen on Dawson Lunsford there.
Lunsford goes to Clark. Clark through a double team, now to Lewis. Straight away, Hartwell three. And it's off, follow-up, no good. And another rebound there for Dawson, but initially they indicated off George Washington. And they'll stick with that Parkersburg ball.
Okay, so the timeout helping so far for Parkersburg. Got everybody calmed down a little bit. You see a lot of perimeter screens. You also see a lot of baseline screens with Parkersburg.
Daly goes to Rodriguez. They'll find Stonecker.
3-second call. Don't see that one too often, but it's got to be pretty obvious when they do call it.
As Goebel wide open's looking for it, they'll go in the other direction to Lunsford, who gets it right back. Dawson Lunsford. This time Hartwell. Elbow Lewis. Up fake. Underneath. Follow up good.
Yeah. I would say in the first quarter, GW's got at least 10 offensive rebounds.
Noah Lewis, the leading scorer, 13.1 per game. And he's really been a difference maker for the squad.
Yeah, he has. He plays, his game has really developed over the year. He's extended his range, can certainly step out and shoot it consistently, and just a great presence inside.
Stonecker, bucket there, makes it 10-5. Here's Hartwell, one dribble, and he's fouled. I think they got him on the floor. And they'll call that on Matthew Stonecker. Third team foul, second on him, so that's something to watch for early. As Lunsford goes to Hartwell, baseline drive, kick out to Goebel, and he'll slow things down. 5 minutes gone in the first. Goebel looking for Brady Anderson, who checks in, as does Chuck Kelly, multi-sport standout.
There's a couple of great athletes that just came in the game. Chuck Kelly, he is just a blessing to coach in there. Brady Anderson, the big man, he has great footwork, great hands.
There's Goebel. Parkersburg showing the pressure here. As Kelly goes to Goebel. One dribble to Dawson Lunsford. And I believe it's a kick ball, as George Washington will take it out from under the cup.
Yeah, I think Coach Green's wanting to see these guys get downhill a little bit more, start to attack the basket. You know, right now Parkersburg's in a 2-3 zone. They're trapping every now and again, but I think he'd like to see him attack the basket a little more often.
Hartwell to Goebel. 3 ball. Good.
Good.
And that's you attack the basket. That leads to the kick out in the 3.
That's right. That's right. And they've got too many good shooters on this team, too many good rebounders. It's tough to account for everybody.
Rodriguez defended by Chuck Kelly. Spin move. Now a floater is way off the mark, as Anderson will chase down the rebound. And George Washington getting out on the break. Kelly in the corner. Now back into Stonecker. Now a Hartwell 3 ball, and it's good.
Good. The ball got driven. Got driven. Defense had to collapse, and once they reversed the ball, there it is.
The St. Albans transfer hitting the shot there. Coach Green told me earlier today that it's taken him time to feel comfortable in this Patriots system, but he's really starting to get in a roll.
Yeah, you know, the first few games this season.
As Daly knocks that one down.
Did I mention when he walks in the gym, he's in range?
Here's Kelly. Reverse layup, no. Follow-up, Anderson will hang on the rim. It misses as Stonecker clears it. Quentin Wilson underneath. Easy layup. That's Isaiah Walker getting on the score sheet, 16-11. As Parkersburg cuts it to 5. Dangerous skip pass. It's a turnover. Here comes Wilson in transition. With his back to the basket. Lost it. He'll kick out. As Parkersburg will slow things down. Can hold for the last shot here. Rodriguez will turn and pitch. Daly looking for a shot. Now 20 ticks left. Dribble handoff goes to Rodriguez. So it looks like they will try to hold here.
We'll hold for one here. Yeah, you hate when you have a good lead going into the end of the quarter. You don't want to see turnovers.
Had a mistake on the board there. It's actually 16-10. 3 seconds left. Got to hurry. Wilson Shot in the air, and it's off the mark. The score will stay right there, 16-10. You're watching on the HD Media Game Day app. Tonight's broadcast presented by Parmar Stores. If there's not a Parmar near you now, there will be soon. Back after this.
The HD Media Plus app is your ticket to see all the action on the hard court as it happens.
Sims banks it in! Sims from 3!
Download it today for free to your smartphone or TV so you won't miss another shot.
To us, justice is not just a word. It's why we fight. Warner Law Offices. When you need justice.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
It's all gravy when you buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's. Choose from a sausage, gravy, and biscuit, a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or a sausage McMuffin with egg. It's time to BOGO for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And we're back for the start of the second quarter at George Washington High School. It's 16-10 Patriots over the Big Reds. A couple of three-pointers by Christian Goebel so far. He's got 6, and just get into the catch spot and let it fly.
Yeah, when GW either throws the ball inside to one of their post players or when their perimeter guys get downhill and get into the lane, there's a lot of good shooters out there on that perimeter. Tonight it happens to be Christian Goebel.
In the game now for George Washington is number 33, Savion Brown, as that three is off the mark. And the board tracked down by John Fowler, who makes his first appearance. He'll pass it forward to Jackson Clark, the Hurricane transfer. Backwards to Savion. Underneath now Brady Anderson, power dribble, hook shot off the mark. Clark got the board, trying to go straight to Brown, but threw it away.
Yeah, I think at that point, Jackson's got the ball underneath the basket. I think you'd rather him just keep that thing and see if he can't get a shot up in there.
As Rodriguez yet to score tonight, a 24-point-per-game guy. I'll hand off here to Daly, who's got 6. Outside now, Quentin Wilson. A lot around the perimeter for Parkersburg, not much north-south.
No, they, Rodriguez does a really good job of getting down in the paint, but and you'll see it some from the freshman Quentin Wilson, but really a perimeter-based team. But there's your kick.
And they'll get him for the travel. Just slid that right foot.
Yeah, Coach Wilson not happy there.
As the pressure will come forward here, 16-10. Inbounded to Clark. And Brown gets it back.
Diamond look here on this one. So far the pressure hasn't bothered GW too much, but you do have a freshman in the game. But
Anderson, he's got 2.
You got to love those baseball players out here on the court. They're always always heady players out here. John Fowler and Chuck Kelly.
18-10. Anderson there with the bucket. He was an absolute battering ram at Ripley last year next to Luke Johnson. Made a run to the state tournament as that pass will go over into the bench. And coming up here soon, we got 4 days of exciting basketball. The Parmar Shootout over at West Virginia State, February 5th through 8th.
5th through the 8th.
That's right.
Yeah, 4 days this year. First time it's ever been 4 days, but so many teams wanting to join in. Yeah, it's amazing. I've been able to work that with Coach Green for years now, and as soon as we finish, that thing is almost full for the next year.
Brown on the floater. He's got it.
Savion, just a great addition up here at GW. He is a great kid in the hallways and just a great athlete out here on the basketball court.
That shot's off the mark. Strong rebound, Anderson. Here comes Brown in transition near midcourt. Bounces underneath to Kelly. Now elbow goes Clark. Clark left-hand floater short. And a battle for the board goes over to Parkersburg as Quentin Wilson will race up the floor. Wilson lost the handle. It hit the side of the backboard. That's Out of bounds over to GW.
Yeah, the Parmar shootout, that thing starts at 9:30 in the morning, and the last game kicks off at 8:30 in the evening. 4 days straight of nothing but great basketball. Teams from all over the state come in. It's just, and the guys down at West Virginia State are just awesome to work with.
Yeah, fun but long days. Our production crew knows all about that.
Yeah, definitely long days for those guys.
As we got a couple substitutions here back in the game as Dawson Lunsford and Goebel returns.
As well as Hartwell. Lewis.
On the cut here. 3 ball in the air for Siren. And it'll miss. Foul call underneath. That's on Parkersburg. And we'll get number 25, Rodriguez, his first. And it's the first on either team in the quarter. Really clean game so far.
I think it's still haven't had a foul shot, have we?
I don't think we have. Here's Hardwell. Dribble handoff Goebel. Goebel passes near side to Lunsford. Underneath Lewis. Back to Goebel. Kelly underneath 2. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement. Again, there you go. Chuck Kelly always in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, we had him in baseball. Great first baseman. Got to catch up with him one time for a post-game interview. Mature beyond his years. As that's
Certainly
out of bounds. Checking to the scores table is number 23, Gail Lamb.
Gail Lamb, the junior, he's playing around that 8-9 spot. Keeps getting more and more minutes, keeps coming along. He is certainly going to help this team down the stretch.
As Hartwell will yo-yo to Goebel. Goebel's got a couple made threes, 6 points. Lunsford in the corner. Passes elbow Lewis. Lewis lost his footing, unlucky. He'll just hug the pumpkin now. And I believe jump ball is the situation. Possession arrow, keeping it with George Washington. Little sweat spot out there. Somebody get the towel out. 4:12 left as Lunsford will take it from the official. Surveys, now to Goebel. Goebel working it around. Elbow Lewis, fake to pass. Back out, Hartwell, top of the key. Off the mark, crash to the ground, offensive board. Lewis follow up in. Parkersburg trying to push the tempo. Rodriguez hits a back cut there and the finish for number 33 for Parkersburg. Do not have a 33 on the roster that we were given. That's Gribble. Connor Gribble. 24-12. And Lewis back to work. He's got 6.
Just a big force inside there. It's really tough to guard that guy.
And Parkersburg with Siren.
I tell you, GW is doing a really nice job on the defensive end. They're setting a lot of perimeter screens, and they're doing a good job, again, just like they did against Nitro, communicating, getting through those screens, and rotating to the right man.
Jackson lost the handle there. Here comes the Patriots. Pass to Lunsford. As it's tipped here to Goebel. 2:50 and go until the half. Lewis fouled. He'll go to the charity strike. At last, we got free throws.
We finally got a free throw. I'm okay without him.
Yeah, no.
It's a lot of fun watching them go up and down.
Absolutely. And you talked about Coach Green just telling them stay aggressive and stick with it until it doesn't work. Lewis to the interior right now working.
Yeah, it's nice to have, you got Noah Lewis, you got Jackson Clark and Brady Anderson, all big guys you can throw the ball into. And when you throw it into them, you got to help. You got to help or they've got a good chance of scoring there.
And Lewis with 7. On the year, 56% from there. Second one misses. As Rodriguez will walk it up the floor. G-Dub and a man-to-man. Rodriguez on the cut. Turns and pitches. Here's Siren. And Siren, one-on-one versus Goebel. Will pick it up. Now dribble handoff back to Rodriguez. 2:27 and winding. Working on Goebel. Spin move, right hand, finger roll, beautiful.
Very nice move. Rodriguez, if he gets going there, he can certainly bring this team right back.
They'll leave Lunsford wide open. Corner three, no good as Goebel tracks it down. And now Lamb with the Big Reds all over him. Finds Lewis. Now Lamb's open. Corner three. Good.
There you go, Lamb. Great shooter out there.
Really nice find there by Lewis, too, being aware.
It is, I got the opportunity to come up to practice the other day, and always lucky. I got to bring my daughter in here, and we're sitting up top, and they threw the ball into Noah, and they said, and everybody just stood. And they said, this is why you guys don't get the ball. If you want the ball, relocate. And, since that point, they're not standing. Everybody wants the ball.
That is a universal trait among really all athletes, but definitely high school athletes. 30-14 at the line. Here's Siren. First one good. And Mason Siren with his first point. As Clark will come back in for George Washington. And that free throw's swished. That'll make it 30-16.
Wilson in for the Big Reds.
And back in for Parkersburg is Quentin Wilson. Number 12, Jackson out there as well. As they'll go top key to Lewis. Here's Lamb coming off a ball screen. Into a double team. Elbow, Noah, kick out to Lunsford. Lunsford looking for the baseline. And he's blocked. A really nice defensive play there by Chandler Jackson.
Nice aggressive drive there by Lunsford.
Looking for the action here. As they'll go to Lewis. Hartwell to Lamb. Why not again? And it's in and out. That was halfway down.
That was way down there.
1 minute left. Rodriguez, cross-court pass. Jackson on the drive. Runner off the mark. And he get the charge. Hartwell took it.
Chance Hartwell, you don't see too many point guards that take charges like Chance does. But I think the last game he had 2 or 3 charges and picking another one up there.
He's a courageous player. I saw him last year at St. Albans. They beat actually Brady Anderson's undefeated Ripley team. And he just made some clutch plays. That gym gets crazy sometimes. And he's just a good hard-nosed point guard.
Oh, he is a great kid. Again, in the classroom, on the court, he's great kids.
40 seconds left. Hartwell underneath Clark. Left-hand finish in.
Nice drop off there. And looked like Parkersburg might try to make a little run here at the end of the half, but GW doing a good job of staying aggressive.
Rodriguez stepping back, had his shot blocked. Clark, he'll get it back. 20 seconds left. Asking for a cut. He'll chuck cross court. And now it's Chandler Jackson. This time out to Rodriguez. 10 seconds left. Rodriguez working on Jackson Clark. Here's Wilson. Stonecker blocked. Hartwell got it. Quentin Wilson at the buzzer. And it's strong. I believe the clock expired. It did. 32-16. The Patriots will take the lead into halftime. Tonight's game brought to you by Parmar Stores. If there's not a Parmar near you now, there will be soon. Back after this on the HD Media Game Day app.
It's all gravy when you buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's. Choose from a sausage, gravy, and biscuit, a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or a sausage McMuffin with egg.
I invite you to watch a video that shows an amazing monthly program that helps feed our veterans in Beckley and Clarksburg. Huntington Bank and other partners would like to expand this program to other areas of our state, and we'd love for you to help. Watch the video at wvenriched.com. That's wvenriched.com.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Ball Automotive Group is here for all your automotive needs. We have 3 locations with over 300 new vehicles available and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles in stock. Ball Automotive has been an integral part of our community, which we have proudly served for over 20 years. With over 1,300 online reviews, you'll see why our customers keep coming back. To see what Advantage Toyota of Barbersville, Ball Toyota of Charleston, and L&S Toyota of Beckley have to offer, visit us online at ballautomotivegroup.com.
If you're hungry late or you're on a date, Adelphia's a place to be. Awesome wings, fried feta cheese. Let's all meet and have a drink. Friendly smiles and TVs for miles. Adelphia's a place for me.
We live stream sports from across the globe. Join us for Sunday Brunch from 10 to 1, Adelphia on Capitol Street.
The HD Media Plus app is your ticket to see all the action on the hard court as it happens.
Sam's banks it in! Sam's from 3!
Download it today for free to your smartphone or TV so you won't miss another shot.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
Cold is here to stay. It's time to remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. Don't be left in the cold this winter. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has technicians standing by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to address your heating system or plumbing needs. Now through February, trade in your old furnace system for up to $2,000 off on a new Rheem furnace. Don't get left out in the cold this winter. Remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
It's all gravy when you buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's. Choose from a sausage, gravy, and biscuit, a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or a sausage McMuffin with egg. It's time to BOGO for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And we're back at George Washington. Had some incidental contact here. Lewis took a elbow to the eye. We'll have to continue to monitor that situation. Noah Lewis shaken up there just before the half. He was playing extremely well, 7 points and a lot going to the interior. So let's hope that he's fine, and that's just a little stinger to the eye area. Those are tough to shake off. Usually it kind of takes a few minutes to get your vision back. Didn't appear to be anything serious, but just a quick observation there as we wound down the second quarter. George Washington dominating tonight as the cheerleaders will wrap up their routine. We'll take a look at the score sheet. Christian Goebel with a couple of made threes, 6 points. Chance Hartwell with 5. Noah Lewis, as we mentioned a second ago, with 7. Dawson Lunsford had 3. Jackson Clark with a made bucket. Chuck Kelly with 2. Anderson with 2, as does Savion Brown. He's got a bucket. And Gale Lamb came off the bench and knocked down a 3. Parkersburg has got to find a way to stimulate the offense. I'm sure that's the conversation with Coach Phil Wilson in the locker room right now. Only one player with multiple field goals. That's Isaac Daly. He's got 6. Andrew Stonecker with 2. Nate Rodriguez with 2. Walker with 1 made basket, Siren with a couple of free throws, and Gribble with 2 points as well. As we got about 4:20 left on the halftime clock, make sure to keep an eye out for Full Court Press featuring Hall of Fame head coach Bob Huggins. Last week had good conversations about the victory over Kansas, and it was a short-lived enjoyment, but we'll take it during this season. 72-59, the Mountaineers fell at South Florida the other night. They just didn't make shots. That'll happen from time to time. Rough showing from the Mountaineers on the road.
Watch that one. I was up here doing a game, but I'm a big fan. I obviously I love the assistance that Coach Eiler has there. Having Deshaun Butler, Alex Ruoff, they were there when I was in school there, and just phenomenal guys. They were great people out there, and obviously they've been all over the world playing ball. I love to see them having a shot up there.
Those guys are awesome. We got to talk to Darius Nichols earlier this year. That was cool. He was another one of the OG point guards.
Yes, he was, again, while I was in school up there, I spent a little extra time up there, but I got to see some great basketball. I came in my first year up there was Rich Rod's first year up there, and got to watch a lot of great football games after a year or two, and then watched Coach Beeline come in and completely revamp that system up there. And I think I ended up out in Albuquerque one year watching the Sweet 16 out there. We almost knocked off Louisville, but we did get Bob Knight the night before. But I would love to see those days come back. And Alex Ruoff, he's played on some really good teams up there. Obviously, Deshaun Butler, and if they can ever get that team consistent up there. It's been a tough year. You got guys in and out of the lineup. I heard Mr. Battle was not real happy at the end of the game, and I just want to see him consistent. See how good they can get it. They're definitely going to make some teams mad down at the end of the season. They've definitely got the potential there.
I think so too. When Edwards comes back, maybe a threat to make a run in the conference tournament. As we'll take the conversation back to high school, George Washington came in ranked 3rd in the most recent coaches poll, behind Spring Mills and Morgantown, who they fell to earlier this year. If you would, you're active on the high school scene. How do you see the Quad A landscape as far as trying to make it to the Civic Center and win a championship?
A lot of it, you got your usual suspects. You got GW back up there again. You're going to have out in the Panhandle a new one there, Spring Mills. They haven't been down in Charleston as much as the other teams up there, but obviously they're a really good team, and I look forward to getting to see them play. I did see Tuesday night they had a big win over cross-town rival Jefferson. I know firsthand how good Jefferson can be. They've got some explosive athletes on that team. So I think you're going to see, you'll probably see Spring Mills. You're going to see a Jefferson, maybe a Hedgesville come out of there. It's really tough in that region, just like what you have here. I mean, every year you got GW, South Charleston, Capital. Yeah, it's just tough to get there. And people that haven't gotten there, it's really, it's hard to describe what it takes to get there. But then you go up north, you got Morgantown. Wheeling Parks, they have a really good team. I did get to see them play earlier this year against Huntington. Huntington has a really good team. It's a great balance on the 4A level. And it's going to be interesting to see what cream rises to the top at the end of the year.
Got one high school headline last night on the girls' scene. Ripley's Sophie Nichols dropped a 50-piece in a victory over Nitro, sectional opponent, and became the all-time leading scorer all in the same night. 50 points in a 32-minute game. That's hard to do.
I was lucky to get to double digits. So what it's like to score 50, especially against one of your sectional opponents and 1,000-point scorer and everything else. I mean, that's amazing. It's amazing what the kids around the state do, and it's an honor to be able to bring that to you guys through HD Media.
Fortunately for George Washington, Noah Lewis is out there. It looked like the eye might have been bugging him a little bit, but nothing That keeps him off the floor as George Washington starts Lunsford, as well as Hartwell, Jackson Clark, Goebel, and Lewis.
And Noah's a tough kid. It's going to take a lot to get him off the court, but you got an illegal screen there.
As Parkersburg turns it over, Matthew Stonecker, Andrew Stonecker, Isaac Daly, Quentin Wilson, and Nate Rodriguez. The starters also begin the second half.
I think Stonecker had a little lean to that pick. Good find.
Reverse layup, no, as Clark will tip it to himself. Left-hand follow-up, no call as it's tipped to Stonecker. There's Rodriguez. Dribble handoff. Matthew Stonecker back to Rodriguez. They'll throw it to the corner. Daly off the mark. Long rebound. Clark will track it down.
Jackson Clark has just been all over the boards for the past few games here.
8 rebounds the other night. Lewis will turn and pitch. Goebel back to Noah Lewis. Minute gone in the third. Dangerous pass taken by Wilson. Wilson one-on-one with Hartwell. He'll miss the layup as Hartwell advances it to Goebel. Goebel underneath, hop step, might have got away with the travel. Clark has the putback.
I don't know if he was traveling or tried a Euro step and got caught up. There's Rodriguez. You got to get back.
Coast to coast for 2. Rodriguez has 4. That's 34-18. Jackson Clark, former Hurricane Redskin, will give it as Lewis will face up and shoot. Off the mark. Lunsford goes to the ground. Here comes Parkersburg. Daly underneath to Stonecker. Stonecker good through Lewis. That's Matthew Stonecker making it 34-20. As Chuck Kelly will go to the scores table. Bounce pass Goebel, turnaround jumper. Strong. As we've got a foul underneath. The basket did trickle in. Was the foul before the shot?
Yeah, it might have been a foul while the ball was in the air, or maybe after it went through, but looked like Noah Lewis and number 2, Andrew Stonecker, got tangled up there and went flying into the baseline. We've got to watch out down there. There's not a whole lot of room.
Yeah, those cheerleaders only have a couple feet.
Yeah, they were just giving Coach Edwards down there something to watch. Yeah, I'm sure he's missing football season, so we got a tackle in there for him.
There you go. And Lunsford. Far side corner, Goebel. And Lewis in the post. Great move. He's got 2. Stonecker works it near side wing. Here's Isaac Daly. Dribble handoff. Here's Rodriguez. Through the legs. Goebel switches on him. Pull up jump shot. He swished it.
Rodriguez.
Good defense there. Great shot. Not much you can do about that.
Yeah, not a whole lot you can do. And like I said, Rodriguez is a very good player. He can get his shot.
Goebel from the wing gets in.
Yeah. Great find by Chance Hartwell. I mean, he almost threw that ball backwards.
Goebel, 32% three-point shooter. He's got 3 made triples on the night. As Walker turns and throws to Wilson. 3 ball good. This game opening up a little bit.
I wasn't even looking at the game, but all I could hear was timeout. And I knew that voice. That is Coach Green. He is not happy.
Yeah, it's not usually like, hey, let's have a timeout. Let's get together.
No, I've heard that voice once or twice.
Coach Green, one of the best in West Virginia. What makes him different than your run-of-the-mill coach?
Obviously, he's been able to adjust throughout the years. He's been in it for, probably close to 40 years. He's got well over 500 wins now, and, he adjusts as the game changes. But I think what really makes him different as he's adjusting, his core values, his fundamentals, the way you're going to play this game and the way that you're going to act on the court, off the court, they stay the same. And I think that's what keeps him up the top. You know, that doesn't change. Kids come in, kids go out, and he's the same. He's the same, and, you know, his record shows it.
It's worked. Multiple state championships, tons of all-staters. A little confusion here as they get the clock set. And I think they got it right. As Hartwell with Rodriguez across from him. They'll set up the action. Coming off a screen, Goebel in the corner. Lewis trying to post up. He'll go top key. Chuck Kelly finds Chance Hartwell. And into traffic there. Stonecker got it. GW and one. Christian Goebel staying with it. He'll go to the line for a shot at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Good job by Christian there. He stuck with the play. You know, it could have been a real easy turnover, and he stayed after it. Real hustle play, and did well to finish that.
And he's got the free throw. Goebel with 12 on the night. 44-25, the Patriots looking well on their way to another MSAC victory. Rodriguez goes backward here. Isaiah Walker. Walker into the lane. Kick to Gribble. Now Wilson. All the way to the cup. Blocked by Lewis, but got him on the body.
There.
As Wilson will head to the strike. Going to be broadcasting Patriot baseball again this year. They're looking to have a pretty exciting squad back.
Yeah, they are talking to our athletic director, who's also a baseball coach up here today, Mike Armstrong, and he was talking about how this group is really putting the work in, and you know, you see them out there all the time working out and lifting, and you know, you see the development with the kids.
As Lewis will check out, Brady Anderson in. 0 for 2 on the trip. As Stonecker got the board, we've got a foul underneath. And they're going to get Lunsford. Appeared to be over the back from the booth here.
Yeah, you know, that's what I saw, but yeah, the official saw something I did not have. He's saying that number 2 Stonecker already had the ball when Dawson was boxing out. So the other official managed to convince Dawson that it's not our ball, and here we go.
A 3-man crew tonight as Wilson will go to Gribble. Mid-range jump shot off the mark. And the board cleared with a head of steam. It's number 3. Hartwell had his pocket picked as Stonecker will slide into the back pad. And he's called for the foul. His 4th foul, so Stonecker will have to head out.
It was a good hustle play, but definitely got Hartwell there. I don't think Stonecker's happy about it either.
Here's Lunsford. Bounce pass Hartwell. Open 3. It's short as Rodriguez clears the rebound. Long pass forward for Jackson. Now to Walker. Back out Rodriguez. Crossover through the legs. Now a spin at the free throw line. Wilson.
Oh,
reckless
good help
pass.
side defense by Brady Anderson.
Here come the Patriots. Pull up. And he's got it. Goebel. And that's something that Coach Green was complimentary of earlier today. Said that the defensive switches and things of that nature against Nitro really improved.
Yeah, it's something they work on all the time, those rotations. I remember he actually picked up a radio show one day, and they were interviewing a former girls player here, Katie Darnell, who plays up at Fairmont State. And she was talking about the difference between high school and college basketball, and one of the biggest things was the defensive rotations. You know, in high school, decent teams will rotate once. In college, you're looking at 3 and 4 rotations each possession. That's one of the big separators between high school basketball and college basketball.
In for the Patriots, number 23, Gail Lamb, and number 33, Savion Brown. As Rodriguez will shimmy, and the shot's off. Follow up for Gribble. They'll trickle around and in. You mentioned some of the all-time great girls basketball players. There's 3 really good ones right across from us on
Yes,
that
there are.
All-State banner.
Yeah, Shauna Banks, Katie Darnell, and Calissa Lacey. Got to watch them.
And that team is really good this year. Got to see Zanaya Zealous a few times, as well as Finley Lowen. 3 no good here for Jackson.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things that stood out to me with Finley Lowen. Yeah, a great offensive player, Savion Brown.
And it's good. Third made field goal, 7 points for Savion Brown, as we'll keep it here through the break. And you're seeing that depth for the Patriots. Everybody making plays.
That's right. They're playing about 10 different guys down there, and yeah, it's tough to keep up with all that. They got fresh legs on the court all the time, and they've got fresh legs that can play. They all play very well.
Coach Wilson asking for some clarification. So he'll wrap up his conversation. The cheerleaders back out on the court. As we talked a little bit there about the girls team, we got here for a pregame interview 3 hours before tip-off with Coach LeMaster.
Yep.
And Finley Lowen was already a half hour into her workout.
Yeah. I mean, she said it. I got to do one of their games earlier this year, and I'm telling you now, I'll show up here for Hoops on the Hill camp in the summer at 8 o'clock in the morning, and she's finishing her workout, her first workout of the day. Yeah, but as good as she is offensively, I think she's even better defensively. It's amazing how well she stays in front of other players. And it really, I'd love to see another banner go up there with her, maybe 2.
John Falla into the game for the Patriots. Yeah, the excitement here is just better when the sports teams are relevant. There's just a different bounce in the hallways. You can feel it.
There is, and the student body up here, they really get into it, and they're a part of it. They enjoy coming, and it's fun when you look down there and see that student section standing and chanting.
Deep Rodriguez 3-ball, as he's got 9 points, 24-point per game score. Here's Anderson underneath, fouled and one. That's just grown man strength.
That is.
Anderson has 4 now. And to finish it off, over the front of the rim and good. .52-30, a minute and a half left in the third quarter as Rodriguez will call for some motion. Now gives to Jackson. Quentin Wilson yo-yos back to Rodriguez. One-on-one versus Kelly. Pull up from 12 is off. Jackson got the offensive rebound, blocked by Lamb.
Big rejection in there from Gil Lamb. He gives you a little bit of everything.
Anderson back to work. Right hand hook good.
Big boy basketball. There it is.
As Rodriguez call out the action. It's scary to think he played with a 6'11 big last year. 50 and rolling. Kick out, corner 3, Jackson. Not this time, Anderson. Great block out.
Great block out there. These guys, I think that's one of the things that makes GW good. They've got some tremendous athletes, but they're so fundamentally sound.
Here's a 3, no good for Fowler. As Anderson scoops it up. And he's got 2 more. A good all-around shot. And that'll make it 56-30. Rodriguez into some traffic. Just asking for more ball movement, more cutting. As with 8 seconds left, Wilson will try to get some space. Late screen from Jackson. And he's bailed out, bumped there by number 33, Savion Brown.
Team 4.
3.7. Rodriguez Fires it to Gribble at the buzzer. No good. And that is your score through 3 quarters, 56-30. You're watching high school basketball on the HD Media Game Day app. Tonight's game brought to you by Parmar Stores. If there's not a Parmar near you now, there will be soon.
Hi, it's Tony Caridi. You know, our West Virginia military veterans are the last ones to ask for handouts, yet many of them are hungry. I invite you to watch a video that shows an amazing monthly program that helps feed our veterans in Beckley and Clarksburg. Huntington Bank and other partners would like to expand this program to other areas of our state, and we'd love for you to help. Watch the video at wvenriched.com. That's wvenriched.com.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
Back at George Washington, 56-30, the Patriots in front. Christian Goebel with 14 points tonight, 3 made 3-pointers. He's been versatile. Yeah, Christian's having a great game tonight. He's been able to do it inside and out. He's gotten his hand on some loose balls as well, and yeah, it's paying off for him right now. Lewis with 9 points. Brady Anderson has 9 as well. Savion Brown with 7. And you're seeing that unselfishness, that equally distributed scoring. That's kind of the blueprint this year. Yeah, that's you never know who's going to get you. You can shut one guy down, and somebody else can go get you. There's Lewis in the post. There you go. Nice shot at the block. A little cross screen action down there. That'll give him 11. As Parkersburg go with Jackson here, working on Hartwell. And that'll lead to a baseline inbound. I guess they got Hartwell maybe on a reach. Got a reach there. Team first, possession, Big Reds. First team foul of the 4th. As Rodriguez tries to cut baseline, they'll throw to Jackson. And he pulls up from 8. It's off. And Goebel the rebound. Okay. There's Hartwell. Crossover top key. Out to Lunsford. And Lewis got a matchup, can take it if he wants to. Cross-court pass in and out of the hands of Clark. Got poked away there. So it'll stay with the Patriots. There's Hartwell. We'll try to get a Lewis screen. Now gives it to Noah. 1 minute gone, 4th quarter action. To the rack, Goebel kicks out open. Hartwell 3-pointer, good, and he was fouled. Chance for a 4-point play. Coach Wilson is not having a good night down there. He is not happy with the crew, but I think they got another one right there. And that'll give Hartwell 9. Far side corner, skip pass. 3 ball in the air for Siren. That'll hit the top of the backboard, stays in. And it's over to the Patriots. Hartwell there, knocked down the 3, 28.6% on the season. As Parkersburg is going to stay in some pressure here. Big substitution for the Patriots. Well, we're going 5 for 5 here. As they'll check in Anderson, as well as Savion Brown, Fowler, Chuck Kelly, and Lamb back in. That could do it for the starters. We'll see if Coach Green wants to give them some more burn. It's kind of tough with the snow days. It breaks your rhythm. You don't get that many chances to play if you got a long layover. I guess in this case you played against Nitro a couple days ago.
Yeah, they were supposed to play last Friday. That game obviously got canceled, but they were able to make it up Monday night before they played Nitro. So, it definitely, I think that helped them against Nitros. They went out and played a game the night before and, got them a little bit back in their rhythm.
Front end off the mark for Savion Brown. 62-30 Patriots. Push-off called there on Rodriguez. Good job by Brown staying in front. As it's inbounded here, here's Fowler. He throws it to a streaking Gale Lamb. Lamb dumps off Brady Anderson. Anderson. Fall away hook. Good.
That is the big move in there.
Brady Anderson with 11 points now into double figures.
I think we have a technical foul on Coach Wilson. They've been going at it for a few minutes over there now.
And they gave him some leash.
Yeah.
That was ongoing throughout the game.
Yeah, it's tough to deal with down 34.
As Lamb will take the technical free throw. 75% on the year, missed the first. Coach, you ever got a technical?
Yeah, I have, but, wasn't, there was a couple times I did the book for us, and, I swear somebody else is supposed to check that book before I get it, and, I might have left a player out or two,
that's different.
Yeah, it was just Matthew Cook, one of the greats to come through here. Yeah. He was sick the game before, and I just copied the lineup in. But, no, as an assistant coach over there, before the referees could yell at us, Coach Green's telling us to sit down and shut up.
Underneath, no good on the reverse for Anderson. Kelly, good on the follow-up. Love me some Matthew Cook. That's one of the all-time great G-Dub families. Their mom really did a lot of work, really youth ball onward for everybody.
Oh, that team, the 2017-18 state championship team there. Matthew Cook, Alex Cook, Bunky Brown, Justin Phillips, and Anthony Clendenin. Man, what a group that was. That was just a fun group to be around. They worked their butts off. We had a thing up here that year. It was called the Gold Jersey, and we gave it to whoever practiced the best that year or that day in practice. We'd give them that gold jersey. Well, Matthew Cook absolutely ruined it. He worked so hard in practice every day. He got it. He earned it every day, and nobody could get it away from him. So we tried to do it again the next year, and that was the standard. And their kids were working hard, but you couldn't do anything. So we called Matthew when he came back in at Thanksgiving's. Here, just keep this thing.
As G-Dub's going to burn a timeout here to keep the possession. Yeah, the Cooks were just absolute basketball junkies. I mean, from the time that they were playing at the South Hills pool to growing up playing basketball, they were just known as the basketball kids.
Yeah. I had a student teacher a year or two ago, and he said, I played against those guys, and we just called them the Hill Twins. We just couldn't stand them. I said, well, I loved them. They were pretty great to coach. Great kids.
Here comes Brown down the middle of the floor. Kicks out. Here's Fowler. Back to Savion Brown. Left-hand dribble drive all the way to the cup short. And the rebound there by Gribble. Touch here for Sutton Stanley. Goes back to Connor Gribble. And the skip pass is deflected. Rodriguez scoops it up. Low post. Anderson defends. 3-ball Daly. He hit it.
There he is.
Really nice up and down the elevator stroke for Isaac Daly.
Yeah, Daly definitely. He has a great stroke out there. And this Parkersburg team's pretty young. They'll have something to build on.
Anderson slid the feet there, whistled for the travel. And for George Washington, number 25, Matthew Mullen. First appearance for him. Rodriguez pitches to the corner. High skip pass, Wilson. Top of the key, Nate got it back. Crossover dribble. Left hand layup attempt. is off the mark, but he's fouled. And they'll get Matthew Mullen his first.
That's a way to get your name in the book.
You got to do what you got to do.
There you go. Matthew's a great kid down there. Had the pleasure to coach him. He is a great teammate, works his butt off.
Rodriguez in double figures with 10. And second free throw, spins the ball in the air. And he's got both. Another reminder, check out Full Court Press featuring Hall of Famer Bob Huggins. He'll be at the Sugar Bowl event at Nitro Buffalo Wild Wings this weekend, led by Anthony Lewis, our fearless leader. As Brown crosses the GW. And Rick Green is going to want to talk things over again.
I think we're just going to get some substitutions in here. While we got a second, I do want to take a second to shout out to Coach Rodney Pruden. He's usually the guy sitting on the end of the bench down there. He's been under the weather a little bit. He's going to take a little break here for a while, get his heart back where it needs to be. But Coach Pruden, I will tell you, you are missed up here, and you're in everybody's thoughts and prayers, and we wish the best to you and hope to see you back here soon.
Malachi Hall enters for George Washington, as does number 32, Kai Martin. Here's Rodriguez in the lane. He's got the bucket, and a blocking foul called, and one. Yeah, the assistant coaches probably don't get the love as much as they should. That's the right-hand man of Coach Green. They do a lot of the player development.
Yeah, you know, being an assistant coach, you do a lot of the work behind the scenes, and, you know, Coach Green's always had a good point. He said, you know, I don't get here without all the guys that are around us, and, you know, he's always very complimentary. At the same time, he'll tell you, I've never seen an assistant coach's name in the paper for losing a game.
As Rodriguez exits, Landon Bryan, the senior, in. Also in for George Washington is Jeff Harris, number 30. Fala off the glass with the left. Bouncing ball, now a rolling ball, stays with George Washington. And here's Harris. Falling to the ground, off the mark. As Daly briefly had his pocket picked, now slows with Siren. Siren on Harris. Good defense there, no call as Kai Martin got in front of him, stayed straight up and down.
So right now on the court, you've got three freshmen for GW, and Malachi Hall, Kai Martin, and John Falla, a sophomore, Matthew Mullen, and one junior, Jeff Harris. Yeah, I do think not to mention Chuck Kelly, Noah Lewis, those are both sophomores. Gail Lamb, another junior out there. I think the future's pretty bright up here. Savion Brown, another junior. We got a player down here.
Shaking up on the floor here is number 24, Sutton Stanley. And we'll head to a break. 67-38 Patriots, back after this.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Hi, I'm Ben Nickel. I'm from Charleston, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you'll find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that Bobcat pride at your local Par-Mar stores. From food and drinks to gas and more, we have everything you'll need at Par-Mar. Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the rewards cards. We have stores throughout Ohio, and we're coming soon to your neighborhood. We are Bobcat proud, and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Ball Automotive Group is here for all your automotive needs. We have 3 locations with over 300 new vehicles available and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles in stock. Ball Automotive has been an integral part of our community, which we have proudly served for over 20 years. With over 1,300 online reviews, you'll see why our customers keep coming back. To see what Advantage Toyota of Barbersville, Ball Toyota of Charleston, and L&S Toyota of Beckley have to offer, visit us online at ballautomotivegroup.com.
And we're back. Sutton Stanley is up and off the court as the Big Reds will have the possession here, 67-38. Drive here for Siren. He'll pull up from 4 feet off the mark. And rebound there from Malachi Hall. Jeff Harris will set top key. Hall gets it back. Into the lane. Shot up and good. Kai Martin.
That's a promising freshman right there, Kai Martin. Doing a great job out here tonight. Played very well in the JV game as well.
Turnover, George Washington. Here comes Fowler. And they turned it over. Siren. Long bounce pass to Stanley, who's fortunately back in the contest.
Well, these are, you know, some people look at these as just play around minutes, but these are huge minutes for these young kids. Being on the varsity floor, getting a basket like that, and seeing all your varsity teammates up cheering for you, it does a ton for your camaraderie on your team.
As you coach types like to say, you're always being evaluated.
It's always something.
Runner clanks home. That was number 3, Isaiah Walker, with the circus finish. He'll go to the line. So 8-game winning streak as the free throw is good, and one there for Walker. And George Washington had to replace a lot at the outset this season, losing Hoffman, losing Nickel.
Yeah, you lost 2 great players that kind of, you know, they carried the load here for the past couple years. And, I think so far it wasn't smooth in the beginning, but you're starting to see a team that's going to gel. And, you know, they've got a huge test coming up next Tuesday night. They go to Ashland, to Paul Blazer High School there in Ashland. And, you know, that game is always, number one, it's always real physical over there. And just 2 well-respected programs, great programs. We get along real well with each other. And, for years they played in football, and now the basketball game's been going on for a long time. And that'll be a great game over there, and it's a great environment. Kentucky basketball, a little battle on the border.
Yeah, I remember that series. It goes all the way back to the Switzer days, I think is around when they started playing that.
Sure does.
As Martin through traffic, missed the runner.
I think it was one of your teammates, Drew Bowen.
Yep.
He ran back a kickoff up here to win a game. I think it was just an amazing play.
And here comes Harris. Yeah, buzzer beater kickoff return touchdown. That's probably the only time I've ever seen that.
I know I haven't seen it.
His stepdad Kraft, he's still on staff here, right?
He is still here, still coaching football. John Fowler.
74-41. Fowler with the made triple. 20 seconds left. And Harris stole it. Out in front on Sutton Stanley. Left-hand layup in and out. With 12 left. Another opportunity. Malachi Hall goes to Harris. 7 seconds. And they'll just dribble it out. As George Washington takes it 74-41 and improves to 9-3 on the campaign. Also picks up a much-needed MSAC victory. We'll step away for a break. When we're back, we have our player of the game and a quick recap.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
All smiles here in South Hills as the Patriots are the victors tonight. And it's time to get to our Caldwell, Lewis, and Trapano player of the game. It's Christian Goebel. Did a little bit of everything tonight. Knocked down 3 threes, a couple of 2-point field goals, and a made free throw. And he just gives this team a lot as just kind of a forward, a guard too, kind of positionless. He can really do it all.
Yeah, he does a lot of everything out there, keeping guys in line in the right place. But you've seen him tonight. He had a few assists out there, and obviously just a great shooter.
A couple of other players with good performances tonight. Noah Lewis with 11. Chance Hartwell with 9 points. Brady Anderson in double figures. He had 11. As we go over to the Parkersburg side of things,
Nate Rodriguez with
we got him with 14. And Isaac Daly had a few made threes. A good spot up shooter. He's got 9 points. As we wind things down, my old ball coach Louis Cassis.
It's nice to be back with you, Mike. One of my favorite players of all time to coach up here, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's even more fun sitting up here with you and let you carry the load up here.
100%. Big shout out to Dan Shreve operating the camera up top, and to Ethan Young handling the production. Patriots win. Have a great evening. This has been Michael Sussman.